Okay.
Dog, can you please? Thank you.
What is up, family? And welcome back. Welcome back to my Immortal. We're back. I'm not mentally prepared, and that's how we're going ahead. Quick recap. So, we last ended off with our titular main character just learning from Dumbledore that her boyfriend, Draco Malfoy, forgot to renew his subscription to life. And now he's no longer available for comment. Let's fucking go. Chapter 11. No! I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her to fuck off, and I ran into my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I
temporary tattoo
both my wrists. Noticed she didn't die. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and I jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. I grabbed a stake and almost stuck it into my heart to commit
slip and slide.
I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and I put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it sandly. I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out in the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me. And Lupin was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks, masticating. Okay. Masticate. Transitive verb. To grind or crush food, or as if with the teeth. To chew, or to soften or reduce to pulp by crushing or kneading. Lupin was reducing himself to a pulp on that broomstick. Shit! Alright. Ew, you fucking perv! Stop looking at me naked! Are you pedos or what? I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Suddenly, Vampire ran in. Abracadabra! He yelled at Snape and Lupin pointing his womb. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Okay, I gotta bring back Harry. Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has... No! He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly, Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk." What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student. I may be a Hogwarts student. Hagrid paused angrily. But I'm also a Satanist. This cannot be, Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. Dumbledore shot him too? Okay. There must be other factors. You don't have any! I yelled in madly. Lupin held up a camera triumphantly. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there. I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily, while he rubbed his dirty hands on his cloak. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked or happy, or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Because, Hagrid said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air, then swooped, he singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. Because you're gothic? Snape asked in a little afraid voice, cause he was afraid it meant he was connected with Satan. Because I love her. End of chapter 11. Fuck, that was hard. Hagrid. Chapter 12. I was about to
Temporary tattoo.
slit my wrists again with a silver knife that Draco had given me in case anything happened to him. He had told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. No! I thought it was Hagrid, but it was Vampire. He started to scream, OMFG, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. I stopped. How did you know? I saw it, and my scar turned back into a lightning bolt. No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and I turned back into a lightning bolt. Save me. Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. VOLFOMORT has him bondage. VOLFOMORT has him bondage. Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office, now recovering from my
Temporary tattoo.
wrist. Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office. Snap and Lupin and Hagrid were there too. They were going to St. Mango's. St. Mango's. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered because they were pedophiles, and you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in a school with a lot of hot girls. Dumbledore had constipated the Cydio camera they took of me naked. I put my middle finger up at them. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Enemy, I need to tell you something, he said in a serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you. Okay, isn't the inside of your coffin pink? Whatever. I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gothic. No, enemy, Hagrid says. Those are not roses. What are they goths to you, poser prep? I asked because I was angry that he had bought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you didn't, I replied. That's all one quote. No, you didn't, I replied. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton pee video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated. Wait. Okay. In quotations. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton pee video made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin. End quote. Who masturbated to it added silently. Okay. Whatever, I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. These aren't pink roses. He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. None of that's in quotes, so I'm not using a voice. That's not a spell. That's an MCR song, I corrected him wisely. Fuck. I know. I was just warming up my vocal cords. Then he screamed, Petulus merengo mi cremicli romasio. I'm Onato. Okay, no, we're redoing this. Petulus merengo mi cremicli romasio. I'm Onato okeo. Fuck. And then the roses turned into a black flame floating in the middle of the air, and it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep. Okay, I believe you. Now what the fuck is Draco? Hagrid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. See, enemy, Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. To see what is in the flames. You must find yourself first, Kay? I have found myself, you mean old man. I have found myself, okay, you mean old man, Hagrid yelled. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. Hagrid stormed off back into his bed. You are a liar, Prof. Dumbledore. Anyway, When I got better, I went upstairs and I put on a black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy Joe Armstrong on them. I put my hair all around me so I look like Samara from The Ring. And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. You look kawaii, girl, Bloody Mary said sadly. Thanks, you do too, I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I
Temporary tattoo.
slit both my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried it again in the bathroom and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magic creatures. He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared and he had used to be in love with Draco. He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. Hi, he said in a depressed way. Hi back, I said in a W-Cully said way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. Then we jumped on each other and started screwing each other. Stop it now, you horny simpletons! Shouted Professor McGonagall, who was watching us, and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco, I shouted, and then I ran away angrily. There are fireworks outside. Are those coming through my mic? Oh, they are a little bit. Well, okay. Just then he started to scream. OMFG, no, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. Why? No, this is the same thing. Why is this the same thing? I do, but Diabolo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation, he said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. VOLFOMORT has him in bondage, he said again. Okay, end of chapter 12. Chapter 13. Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. We were so scared. Dumbledore! Dumbledore! We both yelled. Dumbledore came there. What is it that you want now, you despicable snobs? He asked angrily. VOLFOMORT has Draco, we shouted at the same time. He laughed in an evil voice. No, don't. We need to save Draco, we begged. No, he said meanly. I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco. Not after how much he misbehaved in school, especially with you, Ebony, he said while he frowned looking at me. Besides, I never liked him that much anyway. Then he walked away. Vampire started crying. My Draco, he moaned. Oh, fuck. It's okay, I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. Then he had a brainstorm. I had an idea, he exclaimed. What? I asked him. You'll see, he said. He took out his wand and did a spell. Then suddenly, we were in Voldemort's lair. We ran in with our wands out just as we heard a croon voice say, Allah Kadabra. Allah Kadabra. It was Voldemort. End chapter 13. Chapter 14.
Warning. Some of this chapter is extremely scary. The hour excretion advised.
We ran to where VOLFOMORT was. It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was. Draco was there crying tears of blood. Snaketail was torturing him. Vampire and I ran in front of Snaketail. Rid my sight, you despicable preps, he shouted as we started shooting him with the gun. Then he suddenly looked at me and he fell down with a lovey-dovey look in his eyes. He said, I guess. In this, he is 16 years old, so he's not a pedophile, okay? Huh? I asked. Enemy, I love you. Will you have sex with me? Okay. No, we need a new voice. And the B, I love you. Will you have sex with me? Asked Snaketail. I started laughing crudely. Oh, what the fuck? You torture my BF and then you expect me to fuck you? God, you are so fucked up, you fucking bastard, I said angrily. Then I stabbed him in the heart. Blood poured out of him like a fountain. No, he screamed. He started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears sadly. Snaketail, what art thou doing? Called Voldemort. Then he started coming. We could hear his high heels clacking to us, so we got on our broomsticks and we flew to Hogwarts. We went to my room. Vampire went away. There, I started crying. What's wrong, honey? Asked Draco, taking off his clothes so we could screw. He had a sex pack. And a really huge you-know-what and everything. Wait, are they just fucking in Voldemort's lair? Okay. Oh no, they flew to Hogwarts. Okay, no, we're good. It's so unfair, I yielded. Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls and preps here except for Balloony Mary because she's not ugly or anything? Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like preps anyway. They are such fucking sluts, answered Draco. Yeah, but everyone is in love with me, like Snape and Lupin took a video of me naked. Hagrid said he's in love with me. Vampire likes me, and now even Snaketail is in love with me. I just want to be with you, okay, Draco? Why couldn't Satan have just made me less beautiful? I shouted angrily. Why can't I just be normal? It's a fucking curse, I shouted and then ran away. Chapter 15. Ebony, Ebony, shouted Draco sadly. No, please come back. But I was too mad. Whatever, now you can go have sex with Vampire, I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with my blood-red key. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. He looked so sexy in a way that reminded me of Draco and Vampire. I started to cry and weep. I took a razor blade and started to
Temporary tattoo.
my wrists. I drank the blood all depressed. Then I looked at my black GC watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class. I put on a short, ripped black gothic dress that said anarchy on the front in blood-red letters and was all ripped and a spiky belt. Under that, I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joel all over them with blood-red letters. I put my ebony black hair out.
Stop it. Get some help.
Anyway, I went downstairs feeling all sad and depressed as usual. I did some advanced biology work. I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black guitar. Suddenly, the guitar turned into Draco. Enemy, I love you, he shouted sadly. I do not care what those fucker preps and posers think. You're the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit
Slip and slide.
all the time. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you. Then he started to sing The Chronicles of Life and Death, which we considered it our song now because we fell in love when Joel was singing it, right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy, like a cross between Gerard, Joel, Chester, Pierre, and Marilyn Manson. OMFG, I said after he was finished. Some fucking preps stared at us, but I just stuck up my middle fingers that were covered in black nail polish and were intertwined with Draco's now at them. I love you, I said, and then we started to kiss just like Hilary Duff and CMM in a Cinderella story. Then we went away holding hands. Lupin shouted at us, but he stopped because everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together. Then I saw a poster saying that MCR would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. We looked at each other all shocked, and then we went together. End of chapter 15. Damn, this is a long recording already, shit. Yeah, fuck. We're not gonna get through that many. This is a long chapter, so this will probably be the end of this one. Chapter 16. We ran happily into Hogsmeade. There we saw the stage where GC had played. We ran in happily. MCR were there playing Helena. I was so fucking happy. Gerard looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so. I could totally see him getting an erection, but it didn't matter because I knew that we were the only true ones for each other. I was wearing a black leather mini dress and black leather platinum boots with red ripped fishnets. Draco was wearing a black baggy MCR shirt and black baggy pants. Stop! Anyway, we stated moshing till Helena. We Frenched. We ran up to the front of the band to stage dive. Suddenly, Gerard pulled off his mask. So did the others. We gasped. It wasn't them at all. It was VOLFOMORT and the Death Dealers. VOLFOMORT and the Death Dealers. What the fuck, Draco? I'm not going to a concert with you, I shouted angrily. Not after what happened to me last time. Even if it's MCR and you know how much I like them. What? Cause we, he gadgeted uncomfortably, cause guys don't like to talk about you know what. Yeah, because I yielded in an angry voice. We won't do that again, Draco promised. This time, we're going with an escort. We're going with an escort. OMFG, WTF, are you getting into the mainstream? I asked. So I guess or a prep or a Christina or what now? No, he muttered loudly. Are you becoming a prep or what? I shooted angrily. Enemy, I'm not. Please come with me. He fell down his knees and started singing The World is Black by GC to me. I was flattened, because that's not even a single. He had memorized the lyrics just for me. Fuck me. Okay, then I guess I will have to, I said. Then we Frenched for a while, and I went up to my room. Bloody Mary was standing there. Had you made my stay, girl? She said happily. By the way, Willow, that fucking poser, got expelled. She failed all her classes and she skipped math. It serves that fucking bitch right, I laughed angrily. Well, anyway, we were feeling all depressed. We watched some gothic movies like Das Nightmare Before Xmas. Maybe Willow will die too, I said. Kawaii! Bloody Mare shook her head. Fuck. Kawaii! Fuck. Kawaii! Bloody Mare shook her head energetically, lethargically. Oh yeah, have a confession. After she got expelled, I murdered her, and then Lupin did it with her because he's a necrophiliac. Kawaii, I commented happily. Okay. We talked to each other in silence for the rest of the movie. Oh hey, BGW, I'm going to a concert with Draco tonight in Hogsmeade with MCR, I said. I need to wear like the hot sit outfit EVA. Bloody Mary nodded energetically. OMFG, let's go shopping. In Hot Topic, right? I asked already. Get out my official Hot Topic loyalty card. No, my head snapped up. What? My head spewing. I could not believe it. Bloody Mary, are you a prep? No, she laughed. I found some cool gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all. Who told you about them? I asked. Sure, it would be Draco, Diabolo, or Vampire. Or me. Dumbledore, she said. Let me just call our Brahms. OMFFG Dumbledore? I asked. OMFFG Dumbledore? I asked quietly. Yeah, I saw the map of Hogsmeade on his desk, she told me. Come on, let's go. We were going in a few punk-off stores, especially for the concerts in Hogsmeade. The salesperson was OMG hotter than Gerard, except not because that's impossible, and he gave me a few dresses. We only give these for the real goths. The real goths? Me and Bloody Mary asked. Yeah, who wouldn't believe how many posers are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap tried to buy a gothic camera pouch. He shook his head. I didn't even know they had a camera. OMFG, no, they're gonna spy on me again, I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle coming out of it. I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red tulle coming out and very low cut with a huge slit. Oh my Satan, you have to buy that outfit, the salesperson said. Yeah, it looks tautly hot, said Bloody Mary. You know what? I'm gonna give it to you free, cause you look really hot in that outfit. Hey, Are you gonna be at that concert tonight, he asked. Yeah, I am actually, I looked back at him. Hey, BTW, my name's Ebony Darkness Dementia Taraway. What's yours? Tom Ridd, he said, and ran a hand through his black-dyed hair. Maybe I'll see you there tonight. Yeah, I don't think so, because I'm going there with my BF Draco, you sick perv, I yelled angrily, but before he could beg me to go out with him, Hagrid flew in on his black broom looking worried. OMFG, Ebony, oo need ought get back into the castle now. End of chapter 16.